Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday to you. You come on in, come on in. I hope your day has gone well today. My name is Felicia. I am your number one Joy Jewel, and this is our Joy Takeover on today. So I'm hoping again. Hey, Shantae, how are you? Hoping everyone again had a wonderful day. I'm a little bit late, but I'm here. So tonight we're gonna talk about where are your thoughts taking you. On Wednesday we talked a little bit about our thought processes and what we're. Hey, Prophetess Regina, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you swipe and share. You know, sharing is caring. So again, we talked a little bit about our mindsets and what we were thinking about. And tonight we're going to go just a little bit deeper into that. So as I was sitting here and I was thinking about, and actually I was reading a book, and it talked about our mindsets. Where are your thoughts taking you? Hey Kim, how are you? Thanks for coming in. As mothers, as even entrepreneurs, as caretakers, we have to really think about what we are thinking about. Where are our thoughts taking us? And it's not even just for us. A lot of times, I'm thinking about where are your thoughts taking you concerning your children's future. Where are your thoughts taking you concerning your future? Where are your thoughts taking you, even if you're a city-minded person or a social-minded person, where are your thoughts taking you concerning you losing connectivity? Oh, wow. Let's see what's happening here. I don't know. Hopefully it'll come back on, Shantae. But again, these are things that we are, we need to keep in mind. We want to fine tune how we're thinking about the future, how we're thinking about, again, our society. We don't want to have negative thought patterns even concerning our society. And I know right now, what's going on in the world, we're all kind of thinking like, oh my God, it is just a little crazy out there. And it is. It absolutely is a little crazy. But we want to think in our mindsets. We want to have a mindset that says, hey, God is still moving, even in the midst of all the negativity. We want to make sure that we're speaking that and we're thinking that. We don't want to think the worst all the time. I'm sure we've all been around people who unfortunately seem to always think the worst about everything. There's never anything good that comes out of their mouths, and their thought patterns, you don't want to be around them a lot of times. And I'm praying that that's none of us that's on the line, because guess what? We are joy jewels. So what does that mean? That means that we are allowing the joy of the Lord to just permeate in every area of our lives. So again, like I said, we really want to curtail what we're thinking about when it comes to our children. Regardless of what your family has looked like in the past, you don't want to project that onto your children. You don't want them to feel like they're going to be like Uncle Bobo or Auntie Susie. You don't want them to be like that. You want to give them other way. Hey, Vandora, how are you? Thanks for coming in. You want them to see differently. We got to put something different, not in front of ourselves and in front of our children. Whatever it is that we desire for our children, we need to put that in front of them. And I will tell you, as a single mother, I didn't realize that all the time. I tried for as much as I knew to put certain things or different things in front of my children that I didn't have. Did that mean that I tried to make them look completely different than me? No. But what I did was I wanted to make sure that they were exposed to things that I probably was not exposed to when I was a young girl. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Thanks for coming in. So, hi. First, well, thank you for coming in, Sandra Laverne. Thank you so much for coming in. So again, we want to place things in front of ourselves and in front of our children that will cause them to become something different. The Bible puts it like this. Hey, Leah, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you guys swipe and share. The Bible puts it like this. We are what we behold. So if we are beholding, allowing our children to behold gun shootings and games where there's killing and all of that all of the time, then that's what they're going to become. So what is our job as parents? Our job is to cause them to be able to have something else set in front of them. Put a life of joy in front of them. Take your kids to the what I want to call it. We have it here. It's called Hawthorne Glen. It's like a nature place, and take your kids there. Places where most of us as people of color, we've not been to those kind of things before. We don't do that. We're just used to seeing the city streets. But take your kids to a place where a nature compound where they're able to experience nature, where they're able to experience things that they normally would not. Take your children to the museum. Let them see what it is to have culture. Do these type of things with your children. Because again, what we place in front of them is what they're going to become. And we want them to have a different thought pattern. We don't want their thought patterns to be the same, again, like I said, as Uncle Bobo and Auntie Susie, because Uncle Bobo and Auntie Susie didn't have some of the opportunities that we have right now. So our desire is that our children and ourselves will have a totally different thought process. It is what we need to do for ourselves. In order for us to make ourselves better, we need to have a better thought process. And we need to be thinking about things totally different. We need to have things in front of us that, again, we may not have, our family may not have had in front of them before. They may not have ever taken a second language. It's okay. Let your children take a second language. They may not have been taught about finances. It's okay. You can learn about finances. Teach your children about finances. It's okay. Again, what are your thought processes? Where are your thoughts taking you? Are your thoughts going to take you to that dark, deep hole, or are your thoughts going to take you to a higher place? Where are your thought processes taking you? That's where we as me, I should say, as your number one joy jewel, I want to begin to help you to understand that you can change your thought processes. You don't have to be the same. You don't have to be the same as mama. You don't have to be the same as again, Uncle Bobo and Cousin Susie. You don't have to be like them. And it's okay. And unfortunately, a lot of times I think when we begin to break the mold, when God says to us that we can change, then we sometimes have a problem with that. It scares us that we will be different from everybody else. And we don't want to be like that. I'm sorry. I don't know who else is on. It looks like my connectivity is having a little bit of a problem today. But what I'm going to do, let me close up a few things, and maybe that will cause, that will help it out a little bit. I'm hoping that it does. If you're having a problem, do me a favor. Hey, Donna, how are you? Thanks for coming in. If you're having a problem on this page, then try to shoot over to the Joy Jewel, which is my other page. And I am full of joy, and see if the connectivity is better on that page. Because it looks like it is. So again, if you're having a problem, if I'm going in and out on my regular page, please shoot over to I am full of joy and come and visit me over here. So again, thank you so much. again, that's one of the things that I really want us to begin to think about as we move forward in life. It is okay for us to be different. There's definitely a fear factor, I think. Like I said, when God has called you to change, when God has said to you, hey, I want you to do something a little bit different. Let me cause you to be, everybody else in your family has earned only $50,000 a year, but I want you to be earning $150,000 a year. And guess what? When you earn that, your circle will change. Does that mean that you get you don't want to have anything else to do with your family? Of course not. But what it does is it's going to change your circle, and it's going to also change your thought processes. And I guarantee you that in order for you to move from $40,000 or $50,000 a year to $150,000 a year, your thought processes, what you were thinking about, definitely had to change. You were not thinking the same, and you won't think the same from being a $50,000 a year earner to being a $150,000 a year earner. Your thought processes are going to be different. And you have to understand that. So it's okay for you to be, it's okay for you to do that. Hey, sweetie, how are you? I know your name is, you got Pookie up there, but that's not your name. That's not your name. That's Cameron's brother. Thank you for coming in. But again, yeah, we need to begin to look at what it is that we're thinking about and where those thoughts are going to take us. We want to have a prosperous life. So guess what? Your thought processes have to be prosperous. You have to say it to yourself on a daily basis that you are going to be prosperous. You're going to have to say to yourself every day, I am going to be joyful. I'm not going to let the world just weigh me down. I'm not going to do that. I am going to allow myself to be joyful, no matter what comes, no matter what may. So guess what? So like today I was at work, and one of my coworkers, she said, Felicia, how are you? I said, girl, I'm doing just fine. I said, I can't complain about a thing. Everything is well in my corner. And she was like, Felicia, why come every time I say something to you, I look at myself and I say to myself, I need to be a better person. Is that a testimony or not of me walking in joy? It definitely is. She had to look at her own stuff and say, I've got to change how I feel and what I'm thinking. Hi, LaRon, thanks for coming in. So yeah, it is a testimony, like I said, that she desired to have what I have. She wants to walk in joy. And that's actually what I told her. I said, sweetie, I've just come to the place where the joy of the Lord is truly my strength. And that's all I can do is walk in his joy. And then, of course, I told her, I said, I'll be on tonight at 9:30. I don't see her, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll probably catch me because I sent her the information as soon as I got back to my desk. And she kind of laughed and she said, hey, you know what? You beat me to it. Yeah, I wanted her to walk in joy because I do know right now she's going through something. I think her oldest son has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And it's been a little difficult for her right now going through that. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Thanks for coming in. So I know she needs a boost of joy. So I'm hoping that when she gets a chance to watch the broadcast, that she will actually feel the joy. She will actually allow herself to lay everything at the feet of Jesus, and she'll be able to feel much lighter and go on just a little bit longer. So and then even in that, I would want her to also think about her thought processes, because a lot of times, when you're dealing with people who have illnesses. Hi, Nina, how are you? Thanks for coming in. When you deal with people in your family who have illnesses, your thought processes can probably be a little dark. And so you have to intentionally change what you're thinking, because again, like the scripture says, we are what we behold. So you don't want to just behold that sickness. You want to behold something other than. That's why, like I said earlier, sometimes you have to go to a nature compound and just go and see all of the flowers. Here in Milwaukee, we have what we call the 3 domes, which are they're horticultural domes, and you can go in and you can just enjoy all of the different flowers in different seasons. I think they have one that's like a tropical dome. They have a dome that's like a desert dome, but it has all of the flowers and stuff and foliage from those different areas. So I mean, those are things that you want to change your thought process. And then the greatest way for us to change our thought process is to look at the Word of God and to look at what God is saying about our future. That is absolutely the best way to begin to behold what God says about you. Because if you don't know who you are, and if you don't recognize what he wants for you, it's kind of hard for you to begin to put something together for your own self. As it's already there. The Word of God definitely already tells you who you are and where you're going. So it's not something that you have to put together, but all you have to do is read the manual. Just read the manual. And when you begin to read the manual, then you'll be like, oh, so he said, I'm the head and not the tail. Oh, wow. He said, I'm beautifully and I'm wonderfully made. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know that. Well, look, then again, there you go. You're able to change your thoughts. You're able to begin to say, oh, okay. Now I can think about that instead of thinking about, my God, my life is just a mess right now. He said that he would take care of me. He said that he would be with me until the end of the earth. Oh my goodness. Change your thought processes. And as you do that, hey Kiki, how are you? And as you do that, your life becomes a positive place, and the people around you become positive because you're positive. So again, that is the main thing that I really wanted to get over to you tonight, is that you need to make sure that your thought processes are taking you to a wealthy place. Whatever that wealthy place is, if you have, for instance, you're saying some people may be in school right now, and it may be very hard. But you don't put your mindset, you don't think about how hard it is. You think about the day that you're able to walk across that stage with your degree. That's what's going to keep you going. That is what's going to keep you going. A woman that's pregnant 9 months, she's sick, pains and all of that, but she doesn't keep her mind, or she shouldn't keep her mind on what she's going through. She ought to really keep her mind on that little bundle of joy that she's about to bring into the earth. See, it's all in the way that we think about things. So you keep your thought process on the end, not exactly especially what you're going through, but you keep your thought processes on the end of a thing. So that way, you behold it. If that's what you're thinking about, that's what you're looking at in your on your vision boards and all of that. That's what you're looking at all the time. Guess what? That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get whatever it is that you're looking at. If you're looking at that you want to escalate, guess what? You'll be able to get that. You keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. And before you know it, that thing is going to manifest. Keep thinking about it. Keep looking at it. Keep thinking about it. Keep looking at it. Keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about the fact that your family going to be saved, set free, and delivered. And they will be. Keep thinking about it. Keep on. When you're praying for the end result of them. So when you're praying for the end result, that's what you see. And guess what? That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. So we want to be in that place of of curtailing our thought life and making sure that our thought life is taken. Hey, cousin Red, how are you? And to make sure that what we're thinking about, it is going to happen. It is definitely going to happen. Again, that's how things begin to manifest when we do that. So tonight, that's what I wanted to just drop. I wanted to drop that nugget on this fantabulous Friday. I wanted to drop that nugget that where are your thoughts taking you? So throughout this weekend, I really want you to think about that. Where are your thoughts taking you? Where are they taking you? Where exactly are you going with your thoughts? Are you going to a dark place or are you going to a wealthy place? Where are you going? And only you know that. I don't know that, but only you know that. And only you can change that. Only you can change what you're thinking about. And guess what? No matter where you are in your life, you can change your thought patterns. I was reading a book by a doctor. She's a neuro something. I can't even pronounce it. But one of the things she stated is that your mind is so powerful. And when the scriptures tell us that we are to renew our mind, she said it is so amazing that if you think a bad thought in your mind, they can actually take a picture of your brain cell and they can tell whether or not you were thinking a bad thought. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, she could tell whether or not you were thinking a bad thought. And then she could tell when you were thinking a good thought. And she began to talk about how it would take 21 days for you to change that bad thought into a good thought. And you could heal, you can actually heal that brain cell that was damaged from you thinking bad. I'm like, oh my God. That's why the Bible tells us that we are not to be anxious for anything. We're not to be doing that. Those kind of thoughts it absolutely tears our body apart. Isn't that amazing? That is just amazing. But to know that God is so awesome that he said that he would allow us to heal ourselves by our thoughts and by our words. Oh my goodness. Is that amazing or what? I tell you, that right there is an amazing, amazing thought. So I say to you on tonight, think about where your thought processes are taking you. Are they taking you to that good place or are they taking you to a bad place? And remember this before I go. Remember that whatever you're thinking about, excuse me, whatever you're thinking about, it is going to manifest, whether that thing be good or whether it be bad. And God's desire is for you to continuously think about his word so that he can send the angels that they would begin to manifest what his word says on your behalf. It's just that simple. So tonight, for those of you who have not joined our community, please go out to bit.ly/cultivating joy and pick up your download of 7 ways to cultivate joy. And also you will sign that's your way of signing up to the community so that when any classes are coming or any books that I may be writing will come out, you will be the first one to know about it. So again, go out to bit.ly/cultivating joy. And I did tell some of you on Wednesday that my website is up just about. I got a little bit more tweaking, so I believe on Monday I will be able to tell you what my new website is. So hey sweetie, so I want you guys to again just really think about where your thoughts are taking you. Where are they taking you? I want for you, for your thoughts to take you to a wealthy place. That's my desire for you. My desire is that your thoughts will take both yourself and your family to that wealthy place. So again, if you've not gone out to bit.ly/cultivating joy, please do so at your earliest convenience. And I will definitely put it into the chat box when we're all off. And I will see you guys on Monday. Actually, I'll be back at 12 o'clock tonight on the Joy Jewel page, which is I am full of joy at 12 p.m. I will be on with our crossing over prayer. So if I don't see or hear from you on tonight or on Saturday and Sunday, because I got a couple more days and it's 31 more days. I mean, not 31 more days, but we're doing 31 days of prayer. I will be on. If not, I will see you on Monday. So have a wonderful weekend and God bless you. Good night.